Right, will I know? Namaste everyone. Welcome to Hindi University. Really excited to have all of you this Sunday. As you know, my name is Ashutosh, and we meet every Sunday 8 a.m. US Pacific time to learn about the Hindi language. For those of you who are completely new to Hindi University, you can learn more about us by going to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Hindi University, one word, and you'll find all the prior videos that we recorded from all levels. Okay, and for those of you who are completely new and then want to know more about the live interactive classes that we have, you can find more details on this page that we have, which is tiny.cc/Hindi University, and you'll find all the give me just 1 minute, and you'll find all the books that we've been covering, and the link to the just 1 minute. Right. So you'll find the books of all the prior books that we've covered, as well as like the practice session that we have for different levels, from beginners to advanced level. So you'll find the details of the practice sessions and the calendar. Like, pretty much every other day we have the class, hosted by either the senior students, and Sunday we have the class that I'm covering. Okay. So you'll find the details there and the books. Okay. That we've been following. So this year, the plan is for the beginner level. We are covering two books. First one is Pingu Learns Hindi. That's the book we are covering for the beginner level. Similarly, that we are covering the book by Professor Richard Delacy. He's a professor at the Harvard University of Hindi language. So we're covering his book. And for the intermediate/advanced level, it's a blended curriculum which comprises of Professor Usha Jain's book and some of the other blended topics. Okay. So the plan is that the classes are divided into two sections. In the first half we will brush up the fundamentals, and it's pretty well suited for complete beginners. In the second half, it requires some prior understanding of the Hindi knowledge, that if you want to kind of challenge yourself, because we have students from all levels. I want to make sure that everyone is kind of making progress and coming along well. Okay. So that's the kind of high level stuff. Give me just 1 minute so I can uh, mute everyone who is all right. All right, so with that in mind, let's get started. For those of you who joined the previous classes, you know that we've been covering chapter 4 of Richard Delacy's book, which is where we started talking about adjectives. Okay, and we covered the basics of adjectives in the previous class. We focused on two types of adjectives: qualitative and quantitative. Okay, and then we spoke about, like, there are two, unlike English, in Hindi there are two adjectives: inflected and uninflected. I'm going to do a quick brush up on it, and then we will cover how Hindi adjectives evolve or change when they are used with the postpositions. So that's the goal for the first half of the class. And in the second half, I'll be covering a new pattern, which is like, if you have to say something in Hindi, how long does it take X to do Y? Okay, so give me just 1 minute. I think there is a lot of background noise, so I'm gonna I'm gonna make a couple of you co-hosts so you can help me in the background. Right. One more. I'm gonna make a couple of you co-hosts, so in case if someone joins, you can let them in, and then also make sure that there is no background noise. Okay. Right. So in the second half, we will cover this topic: how long does it take X to do Y? Which is basically, if you want to say Hindi sentences like, how long is it gonna take to go to, let's say, Delhi, or how long will it take to cook food? Okay. So all those kind of sentences that you imagine will be covering in the second half of the class. Okay. So with that in mind, let's get started. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to stop me and we'll have the discussion. And I'll start very simple and then, increase the complexity of the topic. Okay. So we'll just do a quick contrast. Here we'll take English and then Hindi. Simple thing. I'll start with boy, which as you all know in Hindi is ladka. Okay. When we talk about in English, boys school. Okay. There we learned about how the nouns get inflected in Hindi. Okay. Here, all you have done is boy and then apostrophe s and then something that belongs to the boy. Okay. Let's see how will we say that in Hindi. We know that we have boy, which is ladka, and then school. It's, let's say, for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to just say school. You use a postposition in Hindi for that. So let's see, a JDG, which postposition will you use, which is equivalent to apostrophe s in English?
Ka.
Ka, right? Ka. Okay, boy school. Now when we use this ka, what happens to ladka?
Oh, it goes into oblique.
Yes, it goes into oblique. And what is the
becomes
oblique?
ladke.
Yes. So you will say ladke ka school. Okay. And because of this postposition that you used, which is similar to the preposition that you use in English, because of this, the noun gets changed to an oblique case, ladke ka school. So far, so good. Okay. Then we covered about adding, adjectives. So you have boy and let's say you have big boy. Okay. Again to you, JD. What is big in Hindi?
Bora.
Bada. Right. So far, so good. You have bada and you have ladka. The word for big is bada. Okay. Here we learned that unlike English, where big remains big regardless of whether you have changed singular to plural, you say big boys. Okay. Hindi, the adjective changes based on the number and the gender of the noun that you have. In English, it's always big. And then if you say big, you can say girl. You have big and girls. In all the cases, you see it remains just big. In Hindi, it changes. Okay. And some languages do follow that, such as Spanish. Okay. JD, what will happen to this one?
Bere.
Okay. So boys is, is ladke. And just like that, you change it to bade ladke. Okay. This one and this one.
Bari ladki.
Badi ladki. And this one.
Oh, I'm not sure if it stays the same. Bari ladki.
Badi, and then plural is
Ladkiyong.
very good. Ladkiyan. So it might confuse some people because, if you are a native English speaker, you want to apply the same, principle. But in Hindi, as you can tell that, the adjectives, they change based on the gender and the number of the noun that you have. Okay. And then there are two types of adjective that we cover. Some that are changing, some, because they're ending with the vowel a. Okay. Some they do not change. Okay, those are uninflected. Okay, if it instead of big it was beautiful, the word for beautiful is Madhumita ji. What is the word for beautiful?
Khubsurat.
Khubsurat or sundar. Okay, and you can, if it instead of big it was sundar. In all the cases it remains the same. Sundar ladka, sundar ladke, sundar ladki, sundar ladkiyan. Okay, it remains the same. So that's what we discussed in the previous class, that we have two categories of at high level Hindi adjectives. Okay. Any questions so far before I add any new? Because that's what we'll do. So far, the adjectives are just changing the form based on the gender and the number. Now we'll cover the new, variation in it. Any questions? Feel free to unmute yourself, and any scenario that you have in your mind that you want to try out, we can do that. Good. Okay. Now let's see. Now let's say you want to have postposition after this. Okay. The example before, when I said, big boys school, okay, there was no adjective prior to that. But what you have, what if you have an adjective followed by a noun followed by a postposition? Does it change the adjective even further? That's what we'll explore. Okay, so I'll write down all the four cases, and then I'll ask you guys also what happens to the adjectives. So let's say you have this scenario, which is big boys school. Okay, big boys school. I'm going to write down all the four cases. Okay, big boys school, and then you have big plural, let's say big boys schools. Okay, and then you have big, and then you have big girls school, and similarly you have big girls school. Okay, so far what you've done is the first two. Okay, now we are combining this thing. How will it change? In this case, you have boys school, masculine singular, boys, which is masculine plural, feminine singular, and feminine plural. Again, if you notice it in English, in all the cases it remains the same adjective. Okay, now let's see how it will change. So I'm going to have one volunteer. Rita ji, you want to help out? Let's talk about just this part. Split it out. Big is separate, and then boys school is separate. Bada plus, what is boys school?
Me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, body latte.
What is, okay, so
Ka.
let's try to split it out just for the simplicity.
Oh,
And
big boys. Okay.
so
Bada,
just big is separate, bada, and then
bada,
plus.
laka, ka.
Okay, so you have boys school is ladke ka
Laka, lake ka.
school.
School.
Okay, now you have bada for big, because when we say big boy, it's bada ladka, right? What you have done is you have a postposition here again. How will it change the bada?
So the big body,
Yeah.
laka, ka
Yes.
school.
Yes. So when you have a postposition, just like you change the noun, you also change the adjective into an oblique case. Okay, and it becomes bade ladke ka school. Let me take a pause here because it could be new for many people. Who is confused at this point? Feel free to raise your hand and be honest, because it's okay, because it's the first time we are covering it as far as the complete beginners are concerned. Go for it, Scott.
So I was just going to say that the oblique case confuses me. I'll have to study that a little bit more.
One more time.
I would just want to say that the oblique case sort of in general confuses me. The concept, I don't quite understand it, but I'll study it more.
Yeah. If you check the I don't know if you joined like about 2 or 3 weeks ago we did the class where we really simplified it, right? It's really the right form of the, of the noun and the pronoun and the adjective we're using here. That's what it is in a simpler way. That's what it is. Okay. So if it was just big boy, it's bada ladka. But because you have big boy school, which is like ladka, when we say boy, it's ladka. When we say boy school, it's ladke ka school. Because of this ka, ladka becomes ladke. And because of this ka, the adjective that you have here, bada becomes bade. And you say bade ladke ka school. Okay.
I-
So far,
Ashu Ji, I'm so sorry. I have a
Yeah.
question.
go for it.
Okay, so big boys school means the school which belongs to the boys. So
That's right.
it's bade ladke ka school,
Yes.
right? But
Yes.
what if you were to say that boy's school?
Ah.
Ye ladka is meaning the school that belongs to that singular boy.
उस लड़के का स्कूल.
Us ladke ka school, that boy's.
So here it was वह लड़का is that boy plus का school. Okay, वह is your pronoun, लड़का is your noun. Okay, because of this का, both of them change to an oblique case. So वह लड़का becomes उस लड़के का school.
Okay, so that's how you differentiate. It's
Yes.
using the us. That's the piece that gives us, if we're talking about the singular boy or a boys' school.
So वह is your basically direct case of that. Us is an oblique case of वह. Why do we use us? Is because there is a postposition. That boys is school.
Okay.
In English also you have boy apostrophe s. Okay. In English it's easier because in that case that is that, right? You're not changing because you have apostrophe s. In Hindi, to differentiate that, you change it to us. उस लड़के का school.
Ashu Ji,
Yeah.
in the first one,
Mhm.
the ka, lirke, bada, the bada stays the same. How come the K doesn't change that one?
Which
Ka
one?
doesn't change that one.
Which one? बड़े
Top-
लड़के.
No, it
top
does.
one. Here, top one.
This one, right?
No. one
No,
above-
the top, it is bade. He just wrote bada plus. It's bade.
I'm just splitting it out.
Right.
I'm just showing you that if you don't add it, like this is a plus sign, which is showing you big is bada plus ladke ka school. But when you combine it, because
Oh,
of
okay.
that,
It does change it then.
Yeah, it does change.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
this was just to kind of show you that without this, it was just like separate. It was just to kind of like illustrate the point. I wrote it separately, but when you combine it, it changes. Any other questions? We'll do some exercise, so you will get to brainstorm some more. But any questions so far on this? All right, let's do some more. Okay, so far it's बड़े लड़के का school. Okay, now you have this one masculine plural. If it was boys' school, okay, if it was, let's see who would like to answer this. I'll work with you, Scott. So let's see what is plural of boy. Boy is ladka. What is boy? Like boys, just plural.
Boys plural. Lurke,
Very good, ladke. Let's start with that. What if you want to say like plural of boy, boys' school?
lurke ke school.
Okay, so ka school, right? And because of this ka, okay, how will it change? The oblique case of ladke becomes
Lurko,
very good. लड़कों का school. So far we are talking about just one school for multiple boys, ladkon ka school. So far so good, right? So far so
Okay.
good, no problem, right? Because you had boys, which is plural, ladka is singular, plural is boy, ladke, and because of ka school, you change it to ladkon ka school, right?
Okay,
Now,
and the ka is because the school is singular, right?
that's right, 100%.
Okay.
Right? If it is schools, then ladkon ke schools.
Okay.
Now all you have to do is you have to add bada next to it, and make
Okay.
sure, because of this ka, this also changes to an oblique case. What will be that now?
Bade,
Very good. It will be bade. Finish it up. Bade,
Berde Lerkon K school.
bade ladkon.
Oh, sorry, Berde Lerkon Ka school.
That's right. Bade ladkon ka school. There you go. Right. So far so good now. Right. Right. Anyone has any questions before we jump to the feminine singular and feminine plural? Right. Let's work with someone completely new on the on the newer ones. Okay. Who would like to volunteer? Janprenji, you want to do this one? Let's say you have only one girl and you want to say, what is girl in Hindi?
Ladki.
Ladki.
Ladki ki school.
School is still masculine, right? So, ladki,
Ladki ka school.
okay, ladki ka school. Okay. What about big,
Badi.
badi, plus? What is the final sentence?
Badi ladki ka school.
That's right. You will still say badi, ladki ka school. Okay, badi ladki ka school. Okay, that's what you will say, badi ladki ka school. Okay, now let's do this one. Next one, Janprenji, you can do this one as well. What is plural of ladki?
Ladkiyan.
Okay, you have ladkiyan.
So badi ladkiya ka school.
Okay, so and then ka school. This one will be a little bit confusing, right? So you have plural, which is ladkiyan. Okay, what is ladkiyan plus ka school?
Ladkiya ka school. Badi ladkiya ka school.
So because this changes to an oblique case now.
Just a
Oh,
oblique.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Take a guess. Ladke becomes
Ladkon.
ladkiyan becomes
Okay, ladkon.
ladke becomes ladkon. Ladkiyan becomes.
I have no idea.
Take a guess. Just like with the pattern. Ladke.
If ladke becomes ladkon, then ladkiyan becomes ladkoan. No, I have no idea.
Ladkiyon.
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 Ladkiyan and ladkiyon. Okay, I see. Okay. Okay.
Nadiyan.
Ladkiyon ka school. Okay.
Yeah. If it was just girls' school, it will be ladkiyon ka school.
Okay.
Right? And then you add big would be
Badi.
very good. Badi
So it
ladkiyon.
became ladkiyon.
Uh-huh. That's
Why?
right.
Because of which word?
Because what do you think?
Because ladkiyan is plural.
Uh-huh.
So ladkiyon because
Who would like to answer that one?
You have to change it to the oblique case because of the postposition ka.
Because of ka, yeah.
okay, because of ka.
Yeah, because of this ka. If it is just girls, ladkiyan. If it is girls, laptop, girls, school,
Okay.
books, you are basically changing it to an oblique case.
Anything that the group of girls possess,
That's
then the
right.
group of girls becomes ladkiyon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if nadiyan, it's become nadiyon. Okay. If it is
Okay.
almariya, it's like almariyon. Like almariyon ke andar, like in the closet, almariyon ke andar, books hai, kitabein hai.
Okay, okay.
There is only one. अलमारी के अंदर book है, किताब है. Make sense?
Hanji.
Yeah. Alright. So we'll do an exercise here because I know this can be a bit more
But
confusing.
now if it was book, car would be key.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to do a small exercise and hopefully this helps everyone. And I want you to participate, all of you.
Oh,
Okay.
Ashu Ji. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to ask, can you do in the boys' school?
In the boys school, okay. Let's do.
Put one postposition more.
Okay. In the one boy.
Yeah, one boy.
Boy. Let's do. Why don't you help me with that now? With your-
अच्छा, तो
Hmm.
लड़के
First to split this one. Boys school would be.
लड़के का स्कूल.
Okay. लड़के का school. Okay.
हाँ,
What is in?
मैं.
So you will say लड़के का school plus मैं. Okay. Now change it to.
अच्छा, तो स्कूल प्लस में इस लड़के के स्कूल में.
Okay. So you say one boy. Okay. लड़के के
स्कूल में.
Okay. लड़के के school में what do you want to say within that? In the boys school.
बहुत गर्मी है.
बहुत गर्मी है. Very good. बहुत गर्मी है. Okay.
Yeah.
What happened in this one?
Because of the postposition में, all the postpositions and the nouns go in oblique.
That's right. Right. Because of this may, you know, this car changes to K. लड़के के स्कूल में बहुत गर्मी है. Wonderful. Yeah. This will come with time, you know, for complete beginners. This is a little bit of a harder topic. So bear with me because oblique is not going away, and with more and more exercise, it will make more sense. So what I've done is now, I have a list of very simple adjectives for you. Okay. And the way it will work is you have adjective, one column of adjective followed by nouns. Okay, followed by postposition, followed by some more nouns which will help you complete a simple sentence. Okay, so you have chota, which is small. Okay, and then you have bada, which is big. You have lal, which is red. Safed, which is white. And then you have neela, blue. Okay, and now I have nouns next to it, which is almari. I'm going to make it simple for you. Almari is, what is almari? What is almari, guys?
Closet.
Closet, right? You have kamra. Kamra is masculine. Then you have desh. What is desh?
Country.
Country. Okay, desh is country. And then you have nadi. Okay, nadi is
River.
river. So almari, closet, kamra, room, country, nadi. You probably know where I'm going with that. You can use combinations of any of this with this. Okay, and you don't end here. You just use some postposition also. May, which Vidya just told us, in, and ka, which is possessive, and then ko. We have not done some of them, like we have not done ko, we've done may and ka. Okay, so don't worry if you don't know all the postpositions. Stick with simpler one. Okay, then I have some more nouns here. Chashma, which is glasses, eyeglasses. Then you have sofa. Hopefully this is clear. Sofa. Pareshani. What is pareshani?
Anger.
Huh?
Worries.
One more time.
Worries.
Worry. Okay, worry or difficulty. Yes, worry. Okay, then you have plural of pareshani, which is pareshaniya. Pareshaniya. Okay, worries, and then pani, which is water. Okay, it's, if you think about it, it's not that hard. Okay, I can take, okay, I can make anything here. Okay, let's say I want to say there is a eyeglass in a small closet. Eyeglasses in the small closet. Okay, I will use this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, almari, feminine, because of that it becomes choti almari. Okay, choti almari में चश्मा है. Okay, choti almari में चश्मा है. Okay, my ask to all of you is scan this one, this list, and see if you can come up with smaller sentence. Okay, right form, because you have the structure here, you have all the adjectives, all the nouns, postposition, and some more nouns here. Feel free to change it. Okay, you can add more, but try to see if you can, mix and match them and try to, make a sentence out of it. Okay, which one? Hadi, Janpriyanji, which one? This one?
Nadi.
Oh, Nadi, sorry.
Oh,
Nadi.
oh, Nadi. Okay.
Yeah, Nadi and Nadi.
River.
Yes,
River.
That's right, river. Yeah, right. So I'm going to give you some time, so all of you get to think about it, and you can write it in the chat. Okay, that way there's no pressure. You take time, and it's okay to make mistake. Okay, that's the whole point of like really dissecting this exercise. Okay, take your time. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Sheila ji, you want to give it a try?
मेरा देश में बड़ा परेशानी है.
Okay, so you use the, okay, you want to use an adjective also?
I had बड़ा परेशानी.
So instead of, okay, so let's say many countries, and then everything remains the same.
Oh, I did it the other way around. Okay. There was a big worry in my country. Yeah, I did it the other way around. Sorry.
No, I got your sentence, but I just want to add further. You said मेरे देश में बड़ी परेशानी है. Okay, there's big worry in my country. Instead of that, let's say you want to say worry of big countries. Worry of
big countries.
Yes.
Of big countries. बड़ा परेशानी के body dash. Okay. Body dash.
So, okay. Start with backward. Okay. So, if it is worry of a country would be
परेशानी का dash.
opposite. देश
देश की परेशानी.
देश की परेशानी. Okay. देश की परेशानी. If it is plural, many countries would be
still dash is plural.
Okay.
परेशानियां.
Okay. देश की और
परेशानियां.
you would rather say देशों की परेशानियां. देशों की परेशानियां. Right. And then you just put plural. Right. So it would be बड़े देशों की परेशानियां. Worry of big countries. बड़े देशों की परेशानियां. Okay. Change it to worries of smaller countries. Let's see who would like to do that. Scott, you want to try this one? She did बड़े देशों की परेशानियां. All you have to do is worries of small countries.
Jyoti.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so a small country would be Jyoti Desh.
Okay.
Chota Desh.
Yeah, Chota Desh.
Worries of would be Parashani.
Okay. And it's feminine, Pareshani, so then it would be.
Ki.
Mm-hmm.
Chota Desh.
Yeah, you're almost there. Chota Desh, and then after that you have Ki, and after that you have Pareshani. And because of this Ki, it will become
Jyoti.
A, Chote.
Chote.
So Chote.
Chote Desh. Ki. Parashani.
Chote Desh ki Pareshani. If it is many countries, it would be Chote Deshon ki Pareshani. Okay. I think it's still taking some time. It's okay. It's okay. I think this just helped me that we have to go a little bit slower. Okay. Why don't I now, rather than asking you to just make it up, why don't I just take volunteer and work with you? How about that? Okay. Tatiana ji, you pick any adjectives from here.
सफेद कमरे में नीला
Okay.
सोफा है.
Okay, very good. There you go. So you already wrote it down. So let me write it here. So you wrote Safed and then Kamra and then
में नीला सोफा है.
okay. So you wrote Safed Kamre mein Safed Kamre mein Naya Sofa hai.
नीला
Lila.
सोफा.
नीला सोफा है. सफेद कमरे में नीला सोफा है. This is a straightforward one. सफेद कमरे में नीला सोफा है. Okay. Which part was anything was hard for you here, Tatyana ji?
I don't know is it correct or not.
What do you think? It came naturally, right? सफेद कमरे में नीला सोफा है.
It seems to me like correct, but I'm not sure about.
There's nothing to worry about, right? I mean, this is correct. सफेद कमरे.
Sofa. Sofa is just sofa, Japanese.
Yes,
Like
Nila
the
or
English word.
Nila sofa hai. It's
No, this is correct, right? नीला सोफा है. सफेद कमरे में. I mean, if it is something feminine, like नीली बोतल है, that's a different thing. But सफेद कमरे में नीला सोफा है. Yeah, that's right. The thing is, because of सफेद is uninflected.
oh yes.
It doesn't change. Okay. If it was like a bada bade or chota chote, that will be different. Try to use any of the other chota or bada.
छोटा कमरे में नीला सोफा है.
So then it will change to an oblique case.
छोटे.
That's right. छोटे कमरे में
नी-
सोफा है और
नीला
इसका सोफा है. Right? So you understand that because सफेद is uninflected, it doesn't change. Yeah. What? Awesome. Let's see. Anyone else? Let's see. I want to try complete beginners. I think that way we get to know more doubts and where we are missing. Meeta ji, you want to try this? Try one.
Okay, I've put it in chat, but I'll try it out loud.
Yeah.
So, Bari Nadi Me Pareshaniyan Hai.
Okay. River.
In
Why
the
don't
ri-
you use this one? Use this one.
Okay, all right. Okay, Bari Nadi Me. Oh, I've done it the wrong way around. Sorry. Bari Nadi Me.
बड़ी नदी में.
Oh, Bari Nadi Me Pani Hai.
Very good. बड़ी नदी में पानी है. Or if there's no water, if there's a drought, you can say बड़ी नदी में पानी नहीं. There's no water in the big river. बड़ी नदी में पानी नहीं है.
Okay.
Yeah. So far so good, right? There's no problem in this one, right? Badi Nadi is big river. Okay.
Yeah.
And then postposition may. Okay.
Okay. So with the feminine ones, the postposition will only change it if it's a plural feminine.
That's right. So let's say if this reverse, it would be.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Let's
no.
say.
Okay. Oh, we shouldn't have said that. Is that badion nadion me?
So this remains buddy.
Okay, buddy nadion me pani hai.
Okay, पानी है, बड़ी नदियों में पानी नहीं है और पानी है. Either way, right? But you got it, right?
Okay, thank you.
Anyone is confused and would like to try it out. I think the best thing would be you take, both types of adjective. If you want to do a self exercise yourself, okay, if you want to try out all the combination, here's my trick. Take one of adjective which is inflected, one which is like chota chote, like changes, right? Take one that doesn't change. Okay, similarly take the one noun which is feminine singular, okay, almari, one which is feminine plural, almaria, one which is masculine singular, one which is masculine plural, okay, kamra kamre. First try to do just this exercise, which we did in the previous class actually, if you remember, when we spoke about just adjective. Okay, first do this part. Once you're comfortable with that, take one step further, try to use postposition that you're familiar with. Stick with just this one, ka, ke and ki, because that's the simpler one. We have done it. Okay, and then just put any filler noun after that. Once you do this thing, you will be able to see all the combinations. Okay, hope this makes sense what I said. Okay, if not, feel free to watch this part again and it will give you the clarity. Yeah. Any questions so far before I move to the next topic, which is slightly harder, but I think will be useful for everyone. Any questions so far? Anyone? Or any comments from folks who are advanced? What has
Ashu
helped?
Ji,
Yeah.
can I say one, but you have to translate, okay?
Yeah.
Deal?
Yes.
अच्छा,
Yeah, deal.
बड़े बड़े देशों में
Uh-huh.
ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहते हैं, señorita.
You are good with Hindi movie dialogues, right? So I don't know how to. So what she said is like it's a dialogue of a movie called, I think you can look it up. But which movie is that?
दिल वाले दुल्हनिया.
DDLJ. So it's like a long movie, but it's known as DDLJ.
Yeah,
Dil
but
Wale.
even Obama used this.
Oh really? I don't.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
this sentence.
Oh
Yeah,
really? Okay. So that's good. That's good to know. So
I'll
I
put
can
it
write
in
it
the
down.
WhatsApp.
Huh?
I'll put it in the WhatsApp.
Oh, you put it in the WhatsApp? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go, right? You have it. No, good one, right? So he used the right form of, the inflected adjectives then. Awesome. All right. So if you have any questions on this exercise, at least try it out, okay? If you are wrong, so be it, right? I mean, you want to know where the mistakes are, right? And that will help you understand this topic. Okay, so if I didn't get a chance to ask you in the class, I want you to try it out and post at least 2 or 3 sentences in the practice group, and you will see response from our advanced learners, and they'll help you out as well. Okay?
DDLG was
Yeah.
this time not said by the superstar SRK.
Okay, 1 minute. I think you are I have to mute. All right, so let's keep going. The next thing I'm going to do is a little bit advanced, but if you have some prior understanding of the Hindi topic, you'll be able to catch it. Okay, and this one is basically the intermediate advanced topic, which basically, if you have to have a pattern of how long does it take X, which could be any noun, to do Y. Okay, it could be like you want to know someone, let's say if they're speaking Hindi, how long it took John, something like how long it took John to learn Hindi. Okay, how long it took John X to do Y. Okay, how long it will take, let's say, it will take, if you're really hungry, if you're home and you're like, how long it'll take mom to cook food, right? You have one basically here noun and pronoun, and the other one you have is basically your verb. Okay, or let's say, how long will it take you to get ready? Okay, I hope it makes sense, right? The problem statement that we want to translate in Hindi, right? How do you say it in Hindi? That's a different thing, but I want you to at least understand which type of sentences you'll be able to say it in Hindi with this pattern that we'll be covering. Any other sample sentences that you can give here? Madhumita ji, you want to give us some sample sentence similar in these lines? How long it'll take John to learn Hindi, or it took John to learn Hindi, or it'll take you to cook food or get ready? Give some.
How long will it take you to arrive?
How long it'll take you to arrive? Very good. Right? Now we will do more and more sentences, but the pattern for these kind of sentences in Hindi is subject. This is the pattern that you use subject, which is John was the subject, mom was the subject, you, when you use the pronoun, that was the subject. After that, you will use a postposition, ko. Okay, ko. Subject ko, and then subject ko. Then you will take the verb here, but for the verb, you will use the masculine singular oblique form. And I'll break it down for you. Subject ko, verb, the form of the verb, may, which is the postposition, may, kitna, samay, and then you will use the right form, lagna. Okay, the verb here is, in the end, is lagna. Okay, subject ko, the right form of the verb, whether it is arrive or to get ready or to cook meal, may, kitna samay, and then form of lagna. So let's say the simple thing is like, how long does it take to learn English? Okay, or let's do the simpler one. How long it took John to learn Hindi? What is subject here? What is subject? Professor, clear? I'll take your hand here now. How long?
John.
Yes, right. So you have John. Let me write down here first. How long it took John to learn Hindi? So you'll fill in the blank for me, Professor Claire here. So John, and then what's the next one?
John ko.
And then what is the verb? Yeah, what is the verb here?
Hindi seekhne mein.
Okay, very good, right? John ko Hindi seekhne mein. Yes.
Kitna samay laga.
Very good. Kitna samay laga. Okay. Which part did you change in the sentence? John is John. Ko goes as ko. Okay. And then what is the verb here?
So seekhna, it's inflected because of the me. So seekhne.
So what she said was, to learn Hindi is Hindi seekhna. Right? It's always masculine singular oblique. Right? So ne becomes, as oblique case would be seekhne. That's what Professor Clay said. John ko Hindi seekhne mein kitna samay, and what is the form of lagna here that you change?
Past.
Past. And lagna becomes?
Laga.
Laga. Very good. What if it was same thing was said in the future? How long will it take John to learn Hindi?
John को हिंदी सीखने में कितना समय लगेगा?
लगेगा. John को हिंदी सीखने में कितना समय लगेगा? Okay. Now let's say, Professor Claire, you are completely new to language, okay? And you want to just generally inquire, how long does it usually take to learn Hindi? Generally take to learn Hindi, right?
So हिंदी सीखने में कितना समय would it be with a halter?
Yeah, no.
So कितने समय होता है?
Lagta, that's it. Lagta and
Just
then
लगता है.
Very good. हिंदी सीखने में कितना समय लगता है? Okay. All she did was she used the present indefinite form of lagna, which is generally how long does it take, right? So again, just to recap, lagna, it just goes in this formula, okay? When she said how long it took, she used the past form of lagna, which is laga. Okay. And then it is for future, she said kitna samay lagega. Okay. And then for generally things that lagta hai, which is basically, yes, Nandini ji, you're raising your hand.
The question I have is about the lagna. Does the lagna always remain as like a MSO, like laga, lagega? It won't be lagegi or lagenge. It'll always remain because of MSO.
Yes. So let's try it out. Why don't you change the subject, try to play around with this formula and tell me the sentence.
I mean, John is blocked by ko, is what I understand. He's seeking Hindi. Hindi is feminine, but because of seekne mein, that blocks, so it's always going to be a male singular.
That's right.
It's about kitna samay now. Kitna
That's
samay laga, lagega, rather than lagegi. Is
That's
that
right.
right? I mean, I'm just using the unit as kitna samay laga,
That's right.
lagega.
That's right. That's
okay,
correct.
thank you.
Now
That was my query.
Let's say, how long will it take to okay, let's see some other sentences here. I want you guys to come up with a sentence. Why don't you help me here? One simple sentence which is different than the language one. Nandini ji, you want to share?
How long you talked about cooking? How long will it take for the khana to be ready? For food to be ready.
Yeah.
Oh, it shouldn't say that. That doesn't work, isn't it? How long will it take for mom?
Either way is fine. For the food to be ready versus how long it'll take someone to make the food. If mom
khana pakana mein.
Okay, khana banne mein, let's say.
Banne mein.
Khana
banne mein. Oh, to be cooked. It's not. Banne mein. Kitna samay lagega. It still is the same, isn't it? That unit doesn't change. The kitna samay lagega.
That's right. Khana banne mein kitna samay lagega. Okay. What is khana banne mein? You want to help out people?
For the food to be cooked. It's not anyone cooking. It's just the food being cooked.
To be cooked. Khana banne mein kitna samay lagega. Versus if you were to use the formula, right? Chef ko, let's say you want to do this one. Chef ko
khana banane mein.
Very good. Khana. Again, banane mein versus
banane
mein kitna samay
lagega.
Right? Okay. Now let's say, because usually people take time to get ready, and like people who are waiting, they want to complain. Like, how long will it take you to get ready? Let's say, who would like to try this one? Someone who's not tried it. Andres, you want to try it? First joining for the first time. So I'm sorry I'm putting you on spot, but I think you can do it. You have to unmute yourself, Andres ji.
मुझे के खाना बनाने में कितना समय लगेगा?
So the sentence is how long
How long
will it take you to get ready? Will it take,
to make?
I change the sentence. How long will it take you to get ready? To get ready would be, what is the verb? तैयार.
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 तैयार होना, right? And the subject is you. It would be
आपको.
आपको. Very good. आपको.
आपको तैयार होना में.
Okay, so masculine singular oblique. So होना becomes आपको तैयार
होगा.
होने.
होने.
या आपको
तैयार होने में कितना समय लगेगा?
Very good. आपको तैयार होने में कितना समय लगेगा? Awesome. आपको तैयार होने में कितना समय लगेगा? Okay. If you're really angry and it is very close friend, you will not be using आपको. You will just get very, because you know the person very well, right? So you know, तुझे तैयार होने में, तुझको तैयार होने में कितना समय लगेगा? Like imagine you're a very close friend, right? No formalities there. So तुझको तैयार होने में कितना समय लगेगा? Right? Yeah. Okay. Any questions on Andraji? It was easy, right?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Good, right? No problem on this one, right? Okay. Awesome. Anyone would like to try this one who hasn't had a chance to try, and you want to try the sentence of your choice?
Christina has something in the comments saying
Let's
that it would
go for
be
it.
with deer, it would be lagi.
Yeah. Awesome. So let's see. Christina ji, you want to try it out?
Ashu Ji, Kelly Ji had a question. She's leaving, she said, but she had a question.
Okay.
From Mumbai to Delhi to drive, you can see the question.
How long will it take to drive from Mumbai to Delhi? Who would like to volunteer?
It's how many hours? I think, will that change the lagega? That was my question. How many hours?
Yeah.
Kitne gante?
Kitna samay? Yeah. We are doing kitna samay, right? So let's see. Who would like to volunteer to translate this sentence? Let's see. Madhumita ji, you want to help out?
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time? What was the sentence that I'm translating?
How long would it take to drive from Mumbai to Delhi? Mumbai से दिल्ली जाने में. I did the most part for you.
Sorry, I'm still a little bit lost.
It's okay. So you know the formula, right? You understood the formula, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So all we have to do is Mumbai से Delhi जाने में, and then the rest of it. How long will it take to go from Mumbai to Delhi? Right?
Go to Delhi, sir.
Mumbai से Delhi जाने में, then कितना
समय, or are we using hours or time?
So we are using.
Is she asking how many hours or how much?
She
time?
put hours in her sentence, but
let's
do this.
कितना समय लगेगा? Okay. If it is hours, then it would be कितने
घंटे. Is it still लगेगा?
Plural, right? घंटे. लगेंगे.
Okay, yeah.
Right? कितने घंटे लगेंगे? मुंबई से दिल्ली जाने में कितने घंटे लगेंगे? Okay. Hopefully this answers the question. But any counter questions on this one?
Yes, Ashu Ji.
Yeah.
The code disappears.
No, you can say why. Right? Let's say, who are we talking about? Are we talking about
say Delhi Co?
JD Co?
I was gonna say, yeah, there's no person there. It's just
Right? So
from one city to the next.
Right. So if it is, we are talking about you as a subject, then JD को मुंबई से दिल्ली जाने में कितना समय लगेगा? if I'm talking about myself as a subject, mujhe, let's say I'm new to India and I want to inquire someone. Okay, let's say I'm new to Europe and I'm taking the train to go from Paris to London. Okay, and I'm asking like मुझको पेरिस से लंदन जाने में कितना समय लगेगा और कितने घंटे लगेंगे. Okay, or it could be this train, how long this train will take to go from here to here. Okay, and then you can say इस train को. Okay, remember यह train is this train, but because of this postposition को, यह becomes इस train को पेरिस से लंदन जाने में कितना समय लगेगा. Does it help or? Okay.
So there's no co in the first sentence because there's no subject. There's no
Because
no
it's
body or
implied.
no thing going from Mumbai to Delhi.
It's implied, right?
It's
When I'm
right.
saying
But
Mumbai
if you're saying JD or the train or
Yes.
Ashu Ji, then you then you have to put the co.
Yes, that's right. But if you're just generally asking, it's implied that you just want to know, like, how long will it take to go from here to here? Yeah. Okay, we are right on time. I don't want to rush it. We can continue this topic further, but my quick ask is,
Can you give an example using Christine's example of there?
what is the example?
Yeah, Christine put deer, kidney deer. And she
Deer,
said it would be
like
lagi.
kitni der.
Instead of kitna samay.
Kitni der lagegi?
Yes, kitni der lagegi. Yeah.
Okay.
So then it's like, so the thing is like, if you're changing the form of it, kitna, kitne and kitni, then this part will change. Okay. In the formula, we kept this part static, kitna samay. Okay. And that's why it was basically with kitna samay, we were keeping the later part. The variable was not this in the previous one. But if you want to make this a variable, this part will change as well, if it helps, right? So it was kitna samay, then it becomes kitne gante, then it becomes kitni der.
Right.
So
Because samay is masculine, but if you use kidney der for how long, that's feminine. So then you would change the laga to lagi.
Lagegi.
Lagi.
Yeah. So it's like how go ahead.
Can we say this sentence in a different way, like Mumbai se Delhi jaane mein kitna samay lagta hai?
Yeah, that's what you can. So you can use any tense. Okay, you can use any tense. Like what you're saying right now is generally how long does it take to go from Mumbai to Delhi? Okay, which is what the same sentence that Professor Claire tried as well. Like John को हिंदी और इस भाषा को सीखने में कितना समय लगता है, right? So this part you can 100% you can keep it like however you want. You want to use it like present indefinite, you can do that. You can use past, you can use future, you can do conditional sentences, like so that definitely is an option for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So next class, because this is an interesting thing and I want you to master this one, in the next class I'll try to write a huge paragraph around this one. Okay, just like in the previous class we did the Vala listening exercise, and in the next class I will do the listening exercise for this one. Okay, so I'll cover all kind of scenarios where we will do lagega, lagegi, or laga, or lagta hai. Okay, that way you will be forced to sort of hear and process all combinations there. Yeah. And I know we are right on time, so I'm going to stop the broadcast. And